Hi, I'm somewhat in shadow, but I made a promise that I was going to do an ask, even though right now I am outside the emergency room in San Diego. Someone that we all love is currently feeling a little peaked, and I want to be as close to her as I can. I really hate COVID. I really hate that you can't tangibly be there for people that you love. And I'm going to segue right into the ask. The ask is a way to tangibly be here for people that you love. This is a space that people tell me all the time that they couldn't live without, that they can't do without. This is the first month that I have taken a formal salary from Les Sans Race, and it's also, as it happens, the first month that we have not made our goal. Usually we make our goal within the first 2 weeks or so, and then we can pivot to community partners and do even more of our commitment to them. Give even more, be more present to them. That's not true this month, and I am painfully aware of that. For sustainers and sustainers in training, and those of you who eventually want to break bread at Chef's Table, if you have not yet filled out or completed your commitment for the month of November, I ask that you do so. For those of you who are a la carte or consider yourselves more peripheral, or you're just not sure you want to be at the sustainer level, I ask that you consider this too. It is really important now more than ever that we are able to make what is actually a very modest goal, considering that all that we do. We are currently building out for the Les Sans Race Cafe, revamping our website, getting our entities in shape, both the regular entity and the nonprofit entity, which means we are putting out funds. And let's face it, I'm the biggest expense. And this first month of me taking a salary, being at 2/3 of our goal feels a little like a referendum. And I know it isn't. I know. Oh, I have to hold it up. I know. Oops. I know that it isn't, but it sort of feels that way. I am grateful for whatever y'all do, and I stepped out in faith when I left the county service and started doing this as my only vocation in late October. This weekend marks 4 weeks of me being away from the county, and while I am excited, there's so much to do. I am busier than I have ever been. There's still a little bit of concern. My overarching goal is to have Les Sans Race be a continued presence in the racial justice and racial equity sphere for years and years to come. And the only way that that happens is with you all. We are putting out merchandise, but merchandise is actually going to be only a very small percentage of, I'm sorry for the flashing lights, I think it's an ambulance. I'm outside, is only going to be a fraction. It's more for recognition, and it's more for you all. We are selling them the menu, that's it, the menu, and we hope that you all participate in that, because I think everyone should have a menu, and particularly the way that we are doing it to ensure that everybody who wants one gets one, using the pay it forward model. And it's the same thing here. In order to keep this a free-ish space, in order to make sure that we do not have a paywall at the website or that we have to resort to Patreon, we depend on you all. And this last week of November, I am depending on you even more. I have absolute faith in my choice for this to become my only vocation, and the only people that I service is you all, in service to our overarching North Star, which is everybody ready? Lessening and mitigating the harm endured by Black and brown people, perpetuated by white people. So, this is the late October, well, it's more like the mid-October ask. I am, and this is a fair warning, I am going to force myself to rerun this ask on the daily. I should have been doing it all month, but I don't like asks, I don't like bombarding you. But if I don't, then we wind up at 2/3 of goal. So I'm going to force myself to do it, or I'm going to force myself to allow Danielle to do it, because we want to be here for the long haul. Thank you so much in advance for those of you who have already financially engaged with us in this way as part of your praxis and to keep Lace on Race healthy. For those of you who have yet to, this is a very overt request and appeal for you to do so this month. I am going to let you go now, and I don't think I have enough light for the guidelines video. I'll wait till I get home for that. I love you all.